We want to take you to the United Kingdom, where matters Brexit is on the table. Now, MPs will be asked to vote again on Brexit on Friday, which is today, but only on part of the deal negotiated with the EU. They will vote on the withdrawal agreement on the Irish backstop, the divorce bill, as well as the citizens' rights.
But it will not amount to a third meaningful vote on the deal, as it will not include a vote on the UK's future relationship with the EU. Amid anger from MPs, Leader of the House, Andrea Leadsom, said it was crucial if the UK wanted to secure a Brexit delay until 22nd May. MPs will be debating the motion on the day the UK was supposed to leave the European Union, that is today. Speaking of which, I want to bring in Wahiga Mwaura. Is in London right now and is joining us via Skype. Higgs, it's nice to see you there. How's the mood looking like, considering that the UK was supposed to leave the EU today?
Thank you so much, Trevor and Zinzi, of course, and to everyone who's watching Daybreak. And I must say, everybody in the United Kingdom, what an interesting time it is to be here, because people are basically exhibiting three types of reactions. First of all, there's a lot of people who are very angry. Over 30 million UK citizens who voted for Brexit. They wanted to be celebrating today. Today was their Independence Day, but that hasn't happened, and they feel like they keep getting promises that nobody is fulfilling. In fact, Prime Minister Theresa May had promised them over 100 times, and it has been counted, that today would have been the day that the UK would leave the EU, but that hasn't happened. Another group, Trevor and Zinzi, are very fearful. They are afraid that already they are seeing changes within the UK economy. Jobs are going to other countries. A lot of things are in limbo, and they're not sure what is going on. Some of them have even told me they're feeling harassed, especially the foreigners. They say life in the UK is not how it used to be after that particular referendum, and they are very concerned. Finally, another group feels very helpless. They say the United Kingdom is on a roller coaster, going nowhere, and they can't get off, and they are concerned as well. Is anybody happy right now at the moment? I don't think so, in the situation that the UK finds itself in at this moment.
Right. I mean, Wahiga, we've seen even the former Foreign Secretary there, Boris Johnson, throwing his weight now behind Theresa May. And the fact that they also have to worry about the European parliamentary vote, which is coming around the 22nd of May. What's the way forward?
Right. In terms of the way forward, so Theresa May goes back to Parliament today. I think she's trying a smart move. She's taken part of her Brexit deal, cut it in half, and she's taking it back to the MPs there to see if they will at least pass half of it, because on at least more than one occasion, they've rejected her full deal. Now, 2 days ago, Parliament decided to change the Brexit law, to change the day when the UK would leave the EU in the law from today to possibly April 12th or May 22nd. Those are two of the days that we are looking at, but it could be a different time altogether. What's the way forward? Right now, many commentators feel that it's hanging, it's up in the air. It depends on what Parliament feels on one day or the other. But also, remember this, senior cabinet members are telling Theresa May, you may need to leave for Brexit to actually happen. So she's a prime minister under great pressure at this time.
Yeah, speaking of leaving, Higgs, and Theresa May has threatened to resign. This is not the first time she's doing that. She's done it before, but how different will this one be this time?
Okay, the last time she had said that she will not vie again in the next election. She had told her party, and this was a time when she was facing a possible impeachment motion, that listen, I'm not going to be here in the next general election. I'm not going to be vying. Let me just deliver Brexit, and then I will leave. But this time round, she made another promise to lawmakers. She told them, let Brexit start. Let the UK start the process of leaving the EU, and then I will resign. Has that been sufficient to change lawmakers' minds? For now, not yet. But if they pass part of her deal today, then some may say that her gamble to actually up the stakes might actually have worked. Again, we'll have to wait and see. But a different brand of politics, what I'm seeing here in the UK, as opposed to what you'd ordinarily see in Kenya.
Right. So then, Wahiga, how will this then go to impact Kenya?
Right. That's a very interesting question. I actually had a chat with the Kenyan High Commissioner to the UK, Ambassador Manoa Esipisu, this week. He believes that relations with Kenya will either stay the same or be strengthened. The UK has been Kenya's longest-running trade partner. UK citizens make some of the largest numbers in terms of tourism to Kenya. And the trade surplus between the UK and Kenya is one in which there's a greater surplus coming towards Kenya, which is a very good situation for Kenya. 8.5% of Kenyan goods get into the UK, vis-a-vis 3.4% of British goods that make up Kenya's imports. And what Ambassador Manoa feels is that, listen, that situation at the minimum will remain the same or will increase. So for him, he says he's pursuing greater partnerships, greater contracts. But for now, it's a wait and see because the UK cannot sign any partnerships on its own with other countries until they formally leave the EU. That was supposed to be today. It hasn't happened. So apart from Kenya, all other countries around the world are waiting to see what sort of UK will come out of Brexit. Will it be a stronger one? Will they be able to negotiate stronger deals? Or will it be a weaker one that, you know, any country can now come and sign any sort of deal with it? In a sense, it's a wait and see.
Higgs, finally from us, is there a chance for an about turn? Now that the whole mess is out there, nobody knows where this is heading. Is there a chance that they could reverse this whole thing?
I can tell you, Trevor, yesterday I was outside Parliament, protesters waving flags saying the only way is to go back, you know, get that about turn. But what does that mean for the 30 million UK citizens who voted for Brexit? What does that mean for all the time and money that's been spent over the last 2 years going through this particular process? Who is going to pay for all those losses? There's a protest today from about 4 p.m. UK time, which will be 7 p.m. Kenyan time, and those on the streets are saying we can still go back, put this to a second referendum. The views of the British have changed. Some of them say when we voted, we thought this was going to be good for us. What we can see is quite different. Anything can happen, Trevor, possibly an about turn. Well, let's see if the lawmakers will listen to the estimated 1 million protesters expected on the streets of London later today.